This gets into a CSS3 property of all the different background options that we have. So here's my objective, is I have this picture, this is from my original wedding website design, that will spread out throughout the entire page. And what I was trying to do with it was trying to, at the time, get it to where the content would be in the middle, Chicago would be at the bottom, and the fireworks and stuff would be at the top. There are 6 total background properties I have to use in order to get this to work. And part of the reason I abandoned it was just because of all the different browser testing we had to do, as well as screen resolution. That's why I switched to Weebly, because of time, it was a lot easier. But if you want to make the money someday, this is a great thing to know. So, in looking at it, we're going to go to our CSS, and we're going to make all this happen to the body. So we're going to use, like I said, 6 different ones. And it starts with background image, where our background image is going to be that picture. So it was called finalpicture.jpg. But in front of that, we need to use the term URL, because it tells it that we're looking for something specific. Double quotations, finalpicture.jpg, semicolon. The 2 new ones that will not show up on expression are called background origin and background clip. And there will be a diagram in another video here that will go over how each one works. But we're going to set both for this to happen. Background, where'd it go? Background origin. Oh, yeah. Background origin. Sorry. To border box, which means it's going to go around the entire border. And the background clip, meaning where does it start? We want it to start in the border box. Depending how we want it to work, we could change it a little bit each way. And we'll take a look at a graph that has that on it. Now, remember our problem with the gradient background was we did not fix the attachment. So background attachment will be fixed. We also need to turn off background repeat to no repeat. And let us at this point double check it. We still have it taking up the entire size of the page. So what we need to do finally, or not the entire size, but it's still too big, is we need to set the dimensions. And this is done through a third CSS3 property called background size. We can set it at 100% and 100%. If we wanted to do more of background position, we could also try to center it. That's another option that we have. When we take a look now, we have, and you see I have just the text on here, hello class, but we have the entire background spanning the image. Here's the other problem I ran into. When I zoom out, you see how it shrinks? We have to get real specific with how the information would work inside of the container. But the background itself now does not change. So right there is how you take an image, make it a stationary background that does not change. So you don't have to necessarily treat it like an inline design like I did here. You could also just simply place up a really nice pretty picture and make it take up the entire span of your background. So let's review those 3 quick properties again. They were background image, pulls up the image. The origin and clip decide where the image starts and stops. The background attachment keeps it fixed so it does not change to the content, because if we leave fixed out, let me just take that out real quick. and show you. If we do that, then it only goes as far as our heading tag. And then you really can't tell what's happening. So we need that in there. If I go back to the right page. Background repeat turns off its ability to repeat then. Background size set to be the whole width of your web browser. Background position, center, if you need it. That's how you make a solid background of one picture.